Hey y'all. Yesterday I just watched the movie Center Stage on Netflix, and about a month ago to 2 months ago I watched the entire TV show Dance Academy on Netflix and on YouTube. The first two seasons were on Netflix, and the last season was on YouTube. So this is my analysis of Dance Academy versus Center Stage. Um, I didn't know anything about ballet before I watched Dance Academy. Let me say that first. I still don't know that much about ballet, but I've never danced ballet. I didn't know anything about ballet before I watched Dance Academy like a month or two ago, all three seasons. And But it's really interesting how that system works, how that how dancing works. So basically, for those of you that don't know, Dance Academy is a show about people training to be ballerinas, right? And then Center Stage is also people training to be ballerinas. Center Stage was made in the year 2000 in New York City, and it's supposed to be the American dance company. And then That's Center Stage. And then Dance Academy takes place in Sydney, Australia. The show was made almost 10 years ago. Like the cell phones look a little older, but it's pretty current. So both shows are really good. I mean, one's a movie, one's a show, and there's also a Dance Academy movie, right? I mean, both programs are really good. I learned so much about ballet from watching it. It's really interesting. I highly recommend both Center Stage and Dance Academy TV show and movie if you haven't seen either of them. They're both fantastic. I'm not doing like a versus thing like which one's better. I think they're both equally interesting. Anyways, yeah. I just saw Center Stage yesterday, so I just wanted to talk a little bit about it. Um, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd want to be a ballerina, but I do want to be a professional dancer. So it is really interesting to see how they learn how to do those techniques, how they learn to do those skills. And I would like to emulate the people in the show. I'd like to be just like them. I think a lot of the skills you learn from ballet are skills you can learn in any type of skills you can use in any type of dance. So that's really interesting. How they do that stuff. So I have a theory. I have a theory that Dance Academy was based upon Center Stage because a lot of the characters on Dance Academy were like exactly like characters on Center Stage. Like you had the girl that was at perfect technique, and her mom was like obsessed about getting her to be a professional ballerina, and like she didn't actually want to be a ballerina that badly. And it's just like this one girl in Dance Academy who had a very similar type of storyline. And then there's this other girl who didn't have the perfect technique, or didn't have that great of a technique when she started, but then as the show went on, as the movie went on, her technique got better and better and better. Eventually, she became the best ballet dancer in the entire thing. There was that character that was the main character, and that was the same main character in Dance Academy as there was in Center Stage. There was the super attractive, slightly older guy who was like the dreamboat, the dreamboat character. He was and he kind of helped inspire the main character girl to be as good as she became. So that was interesting. How sometimes you have to fall in love to achieve what you wanted to do, and so that's kind of interesting. Or not fall in love, but just have a interesting relationship. But So yeah, that was really cool. The whole relationship dynamics were really cool. So yeah, there was the what's her name? The girl from Guardians of the Galaxy was in Center Stage. I forgot her name. Zoe Saldana. Zoe Saldana is on Center Stage, and so she's a really good actress. I love her. I love Zoe Saldana. And she looks a lot younger in this. She looks pretty much the same. I mean, she looks the same today as she did back then. But yeah. Anyways, but yeah, she's gorgeous today, and she was really young. She just looks like really like she looked like a teenager back then, like a teenager when Center Stage was made. So yeah. and then she did really good in the center stage. But yeah, I don't know anything about ballet, so I can't give some critical analysis as far as like, is this actually the way ballet school is? I'm just saying, as a review of someone who knows absolutely nothing about ballet, I thought they were really beautiful, interesting pictures of what that world is like, or what it could be like for the best of the best dancers in the world. I thought that was super interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it's super interesting. And like, one takes place in New York, so you see all these beautiful images in New York, and Dance Academy takes place in Sydney, so you see all these beautiful images of Sydney. Australia, you see the bay, and you see the that building. What is it called? The Opera House, the Sydney Opera House, or whatever. I don't know what it's called. So yeah, so you see all these beautiful images in both Dance Academy and then in the Dance Academy movie, they go to New York City, so that takes place in New York too. Because I guess a lot of the major cities in the world have really famous ballets, and they just and like there are a lot of big cities like Moscow, Paris, I guess San Francisco are known for their ballets. Like probably the Sydney Ballet is really famous. Probably the New York Ballet, the American Ballet Company. I don't know if it's called the New York Ballet or the American Ballet Company. I don't know what it's called, but it's probably really famous in that world. If I've never been to a ballet, maybe I'll watch a ballet in person someday. But I like watching things on my screen rather than seeing things in person. That's just me. I'd probably rather watch a ballet on YouTube rather than watch it in person. But that's just me. So yeah, I thought it was really interesting. Especially for an aspiring professional dancer, to watch these people work so hard to achieve their dreams, and everything they have to go through. Their feet get really messed up. Their feet start to bleed, and yeah, and it's yeah. So they work really hard to get to where they want to go. So that's kind of what I want to do. I want to work really hard to get to where I want to go. Either way, I don't show the dance videos on YouTube. I don't even show them on Twitch when I stream on Twitch. But eventually, I'm going to have a dance routine ready to go, and I will be streaming that on Twitch when it's done. But I still haven't gotten to the point where I'm finished yet. I still need to. It's actually going to be a 3-hour dance, but it's not ready to go yet. But anyways, so that's that. Yeah, so the characters are really interesting. The guys are really good looking. The girls are really good looking. Both. Of course, they were on the younger side. So I'm not really into like 18-year-old girls. I'm more into like 28, 29, 30-year-old girls. So I'm not like into 18-year-olds or whatever. But anyways, but I thought it was super interesting. All the work they had to go through to be a professional dancer, and they had the guy from the OC, like one of the dads from the OC, with, I guess, in center stage. I didn't watch that much of the OC, but I do remember it being on. That was probably before I started watching programs like that, and before I started I got into stuff like that, so I probably need to watch the OC sometime. But I've never seen it on Netflix before, and if it's not on Netflix, then I'm probably not going to watch it. Yeah. Yeah, so the dad from the OC, which I've only saw a few episodes of the OC, was in center stage. He was sort of like the hard-nosed, like, just like guy at the ballet company that told them what to do, and he had a frowny face when they did the ballet at the end, where like it wasn't like a traditional dance. It was like a contemporary dance. It wasn't like a traditional ballet, and he was mad that like it wasn't like a traditional ballet dance. And they had some similar characters in Dance Academy who were that, and they were all fighting over the same girls, and they're all like, ooh, I don't know. It's weird, anyways, but So I thought it was pretty interesting. I'll give it 2 thumbs up, and both Dance Academy and Center Stage 2 thumbs up. I'm not going to compare. I'm not going to say which one's better than the other, because I know Center Stage, I'm sure, inspired Dance Academy. I'm sure it showed them how to do a program like that. So I'm sure Center Stage came first. So I give it mad props for that. But I don't. But I love Dance Academy as a show because it was 3 seasons. It was very lengthy and a lot of information, a lot of good information, valuable stuff that it's really food for thought as far as what I can do to utilize that in my life. So it's really great stuff. All right, now we got to pull up this little thingamajig. Thank you for watching and have a great day. And now a word from our sponsors. Are you looking for an easy way to make money online part-time? Or are you looking for a long-term career in marketing? If you click the link in the description of this video and join ClickBank University, you'll be rewarded with awesome opportunities to make cash now. They said it couldn't be done. Scientists have just found the formula for Organify. Join the green health movement that's changing the world. Click the link in the description of this video to discover the secret to losing weight. It's never been this easy to lose weight until now. I love video games just like a lot of people. What if I told you you could get paid to play video games? You can make $50,000 a year if you become a video game tester. Just click the link in the description of this video and you can start a lucrative career testing video games. I know what you're thinking. How are you supposed to be successful like me? Well, I've written a book and it's called From Zero to Hero, and you can purchase it at the link below this video. I started out just like you at one time, and now look at me. They put me on YouTube. Order it today. Change your life now. This channel is sponsored by viewers like you. I'd be extremely thankful if you support me making content just like this video here. Click the link in the description below to support me on Patreon. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you enjoy the content. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.